because my sisters call me bossy, lazy, boring. Hello beautiful souls, welcome to my channel. My name is Makira. If you don't know me, I just told you my name, so now you should definitely check out all my latest videos and all my videos. While you're at it, you should definitely like, comment, and subscribe, because baby, if you're not subscribed, then what are you doing? I am captivating, I am alluring, I am beautiful. Not only that, I am very smart, I am very open-minded, and I am very conscious of what is going on in the world, and I can help you survive in this messed up world. Anyways, I want to start off this video with asking you guys, how is your day going? I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I know I certainly am, even though I'm a little tired because I just came back from swimming, but I am doing all right. I am having a positive day, getting through these days, pushing myself through these days, and I'm going through with the shadow work. And that's what I want to talk about today, because it is very beneficial and important for the spiritual growth or growth as a normal being. Don't forget to be repeating your positive, very helpful affirmations on a daily basis. If you don't know any, you should definitely look some up, because my positive affirmations may not help all of y'all, because I have different things that I want to work on within myself, and so do you. So yeah, let's just hop straight into this video. So we're introducing shadow work and your shadow self. First, let's ask, what is shadow work? Now let's break down shadow work. What is your shadow? Your shadow is basically a being that's inside of you. It's not necessarily a being, it's a made-up concept that's a part of you. It's basically the dark side. It's what have all the traumas, all your negative thoughts, the root of all your negative thoughts, the root of all your suppressed emotions, and why you suppress these emotions. Your shadow self formed as early as whenever you was a child. If you had any child trauma, or if you didn't, if your childhood was perfectly normal, you can still have the expectation in your mind that you have to always be perfect. It's always something deeper than what it is on the outside. A great and effective way of healing your inner self is shadow work. And healing and knowing yourself is very effective to lead you to your happiness, to your success, and to your peace in this life. The act of shadow work is integrating the aspects of your unconscious psyche into your conscious life, into your conscious reality. In more simple terms, it's basically bringing that dark side of you to light. Now you may ask, why do you need it? The act of healing and bringing your shadow self to light is very beneficial to further your own personal development. It is very beneficial to push you towards your success even more. It also brings whatever you're holding back to the light and is standing right next to it, so you could take on whatever challenge instead of it making you feel stuck in these repetitive patterns, repetitive cycles, because now you are acknowledged of all your triggers, all your sadness, all your suppressed emotions, and now you can actually work with this to further on your journey. And if you think that you don't need shadow work, or you don't need to heal yourself, there's always room for healing. There's always room to learn more about yourself, because you are a very complex being, whether you know it or not. You are the whole universe, and the universe has a billion stars. Don't you think you have a billion thoughts that you need to reveal, that is suppressed? You've been living for however many years you've been living. There are so many things to uncover and remember about yourself. But in case you don't know if you actually need to heal yourself or not, ask yourself these questions. Do you always get angry easily? Do you always blame others for actions, or are you always blaming yourself? Are you always carrying unnecessary guilt? Are you always having abandonment issues, whether it's family, friends, relationships? Do you fear of getting hurt? Do you have trust issues? Are things not going your way? Do you feel stuck in the same old patterns? Are you toxic? Do you have trouble speaking your mind? Are you fearful of setting boundaries for yourself? These are very broad examples that you may need to do some healings within yourself. There's always plenty more questions that you can ask yourself. Do you need healing? You can look these up on the internet. You can look these up on YouTube or whatever source you need. Ask yourself, meditate. What do I need to heal? The answers will just pop up by your subconscious. Some of the questions that I ask may feel normal to you, like, oh, everybody get angry, so of course I'm gonna get angry easily if something bothers me. But that is an example that you do need shadow healing, because it is completely normal to feel anger, and it's completely normal to express anger. But if you get little triggers throughout the day, I know I have this problem big. If you just get little triggers about something that you can't even control, you definitely need to heal within yourself, because you can't blame others for their actions. Another question you can ask yourself is, are you having trouble of letting things go? This isn't normal. If you're having attachment issues, you're not supposed to be attached to anything. You're just supposed to be unattached and connected with everything. So look into some questions that you can ask yourself to figure out if you need shadow work or not. Well, everybody needs shadow work, trust me, because I thought I didn't need shadow work, but I have an inner child inside of me that's ready to take off the whole world, but it needs to be healed. Now, there is no specific way to heal your shadow self, because remind you, you are your own person. What I may do may not even work for you. What another person may do may not even work for you, may not even work for me. We are all completely different beings, and we all need different healing. Some of us may experience the same traumas, but some of us feel differently about the situations, if that makes sense. So shadow work is the act of bringing your shadow to light. So just acknowledge about some things that trigger you. If you easily get angry, whenever you get angry at something, look at the thing that you're getting angry at, self-reflect, and ask yourself, why am I getting so angry about this? And keep asking yourself, is this thing even bad? Is this emotion that I feel even necessary? Just keep asking yourself until you get to the root of that negative thought, and then you could bring a positive thought in your mind. Do not judge yourself about these negative thoughts or these intrusive thoughts. Actually sit with them. Acknowledge them. Whenever you meditate to bring all self-compassion, self-love to your body, to your mind, to your reality, so you have the capability to actually comfort this shadow self. Because remind you, you cannot get rid of your dark side. It will always be here, because you always feel negative thoughts and intrusive thoughts, negative emotions. So you can't ever get rid of it. You can only just bear with it and use it to your full advantage to get you further in your journey. A way you could do it is journaling. YouTube have a lot of prompts that you can use. Also, Google have a lot of prompts that you can use. Remember, whenever you're responding to a prompt, just fully be honest with yourself. You need to heal by yourself. Nobody else is looking at you. Nobody else is judging you. You are only guiding yourself in this journal. So be completely honest about how you feel about the situation. Be completely honest even if you feel that you are wrong, because that's an act of taking accountability and starting to realize that, hey, maybe I should change this about myself, because maybe it's not a good thing to carry on in the next aspect of this life. I'm not going to tell you that many prompts because I don't know any right off the bat of my head, and maybe some of the prompts that I even state aren't even going to help any of y'all. So I recommend doing the research on shadow work, on some prompts yourself, and just going into it being vulnerable, because if you're being vulnerable about the whole situation, you will learn your true emotions through this stage and learn how to cope with these emotions. I also have a book that I use to do my shadow work, because if you're a person like me, you like to have discipline in your life and you like to be guided, because I love being guided. That's why I always ask the universe for help. Whenever I'm truly the universe, I give myself answers. Here's the book. It is called Integrating My Shadow. You can find this on Amazon for like $12. I honestly don't know, because I purchased a lot of books off of Amazon, but this book is filled with prompts. Let me just pick a random one right here. The question is, an unfavorable label people sometimes give me is bossy, lazy, boring, etc. How does this label shape my person? Hold on, because my sisters call me bossy, lazy, boring. Let me go right down these things. But this book has plenty of freaking prompts. It's full of prompts. This whole book is full of pages and prompts and lines where you can write your things. Here's another one. An incredibly difficult choice I've had to make in my life is, and you just write down everything that you need to know about yourself. Yeah. So y'all should definitely check this out. It's called Integrating My Shadow. It's very helpful, because that question just made me want to go think about that. Anyways, let's get into my next book that I have. It's called Connecting with Loneliness. It is a very thick book, but honestly, it's just the pages look thick. This can be used after you integrate your shadow, because then you can learn how to cope with yourself by being alone. Basically, here's the contents of this book. Part 1 is going to be connecting with yourself. Part 2 is going to be rewriting your story. Part 3 is going to be embracing your joy. And Part 4 is going to be connecting with confidence. So if you guys struggle with these things, then this book can definitely help you. If you struggle with being alone, well, feeling alone, it's all in your mind. So this book can definitely help you, or just look up things that can help you. Last book that I do want to show you is this called Burn After Writing. It's the celestial version. This author have different versions of this book, but this is the spiritual version. It's just basically questions that you can ask yourself that you may not even ask yourself, and that you haven't even discussed with yourself, and it just helps a lot. So them are some of the ways that I'm using to cope with my shadow and introduce my shadow to the light. And you could definitely do other books, other options. There's plenty of books, self-guided books on shadow work, on connecting with loneliness, on da-da-da-da-da. This is just the way I'm going about it, and integrating my shadow is definitely a good book to help you throughout your shadow work. So I think I got all my points across in this video. I really hope I did, and I really hope I helped some of you guys. Matter of fact, all of you guys in this video, because if I did it, then why did I make this video? Don't forget that I love each and every one of y'all. Don't forget to say your positive affirmations every day. Don't forget to count your greatness and have a great day. And yeah. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.